Hey there, if you like fish content, go ahead and subscribe for me. So, you want to get into the saltwater hobby. Well, guess what? It is not nearly as expensive as people talk about. Like, people act like this is just such an expensive hobby, and it's just not. We're gonna go through my entire setup that I've got right here. This is a Red Sea 525. You know, this is not anything super fancy. This is like kind of a middle of the road aquarium. Definitely good for a beginner. We're gonna just go through this whole setup and we're gonna talk about exactly how much all this stuff costs. So, fellas, if maybe the wife isn't quite on board, this is the video you definitely want to show her so she can see, you know what, it's not going to be that bad. Let's hop right into it. First things first, how much was the actual tank and the stand? So get this, tank and stand, in it all of 500 bucks, ladies and gentlemen. 500 bucks. I mean, granted, now remember, this is not top of the line. So this is, you know, the Red Sea was really all I could do. You know, I didn't want to go too crazy. So we're in this all of 500 bucks with the tank and the stand. Now, I did a bundle where I was able to get lights and a bunch of the equipment down in here as well, all included. So for just the 500, you're just gonna get the tank here in the stand, but you can get all the equipment and the lights. You will have to add a heater, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And guess what? It's only $500 more, so you'll be in it for $1,000 all in on the tank and all the equipment that you need. That's really not that bad. Sure, $1,000 is $1,000, but you know, people act like you'll be in this, you know, $7,000 to $10,000. Just not the case. In here, so we have this is called a Reef Mat 1200. It's a mechanical filtration system. This is like maybe $75 or something by itself. Our protein skimmer in the back, also about another $50 to $75. All really reasonably, like super reasonably priced stuff. The heater that I was talking about that you would have to add from Amazon, guess what? $5. And then on the other side here, we've got our controls for these other things. Now, these are included with the equipment. So, I mean, these are all free. Who doesn't like free? Lights. Lights are something that get a bad rap as well for being exorbitantly expensive. But I'm here to tell you that by themselves, guess what? 25, 25, 25. So we're talking about all of 75 bucks. So for 75 bucks, the price of a steak dinner, you've got some really good middle of the road lights. Yep. Now, let's talk fish. So, you know, there are some fish that can get up there in price. But, so let's talk about these little blue ones that are in here. Guess what? Those are $1 a piece. I mean, come on, you can't get anything for $1. And the clownfish, because they're a little fancier, they were $5 each. So, I mean, a little bit more, but still, I mean, you know, it's $5. You can't even get lunch for $5. It would be cheaper to eat them for lunch. Over here in my laundry room, I have the RODI system. This basically really cleans the water, like to an incredible extent. You know, these also get a bad rap for being expensive, but you know what? This whole setup was $100. The other thing that gets a bad rap sometimes are some of the accessories that you would need, like the salinity tester from Hanna. You know, people are like, oh wow, these Hanna testers are so expensive. Stop that. This was $10. $10. Also gonna need some testing supplies here. I mean, this is basically $5 and it lasts forever. Like, you're gonna buy this one time and you're just gonna use it forever. So, I mean, this is really a steal. So yeah, like I said, this stuff is a lot more affordable than people make it out to be. You know, it's oddly enough, you know, I also had a little bit of trouble with my wife when I wanted to pick up this car. I'll show you guys. Some people were really interested in my Miata. I actually, you know, I picked this up for $5,000 from an old lady that just, you know, drove to church and the grocery store was just like, I'm just ready for something different. So she sold me my Miata, and a few of y'all have been asking about the Miata. So here it is, got it for $5,000. But, when it comes to your reef tank, just show her this video, and, everything will be put to rest. If she has any additional questions, just get her in touch with me down in the comments section, and then, we'll kind of go from there if she's got, some specific details. So thank you guys so much for watching. Reckless Reefing.